But just to get to kind of dive a little bit into this marketing conversation and branding, how you approach the design process for yourself as well as clients with Unbuttoned Brands.
Absolutely. So really my process is I think it's different than a lot of designers out there because a lot of people like to focus on like color psychology and like design technique and things like that. For me, it's a very intuitive process. It is very much me gathering information from my clients. So I have a really in-depth questionnaire that I have them fill out, and it's so random. Like there are obviously the obvious questions like why did you start your business and all of those things. But I also want to know like what colors are in your closet, things like that, like tell me about you, what really makes you happy. And the reason I do this is your brand has to be an extension of who you are. It has to feel good. You have to be proud and confident. It has to make you feel excited, share your website, your content, whatever it is. And so it's a lot easier to build a brand that is a natural extension of who you are as a person, especially as service-based businesses, which is primarily who I work with. And that's because, you need to stand out for who you are. And I think like that's the biggest thing. And again, the design process is very intuitive for me. I'm not thinking about like, rule of thirds and things like that. It's just creativity, and I'm throwing things out there and trying different things, and I'm going for feeling when I'm designing. I want to feel a certain way. And one of the important steps before I start the design process is the strategy piece. So that's really taking all the information I've garnered from my clients with the funky questionnaire, and it's really streamlining, clarifying, simplifying who they are, what they stand for, who they work with, and why they do that work, right? So once you have that all down pat, it makes it so much easier to design a brand that is a natural extension of those values and that personality, those feelings that you want people to experience.
Oh my goodness. I so appreciate that perspective. And like you said, that it is a little bit unique in this industry, isn't it? And we actually, when you said psychology of colors, I'm nodding my head because that's something that, we actually do with some of our clientele. But I really appreciate, especially with the service-based businesses, the notion of this is a reflection of themselves. It's that thought leadership,